Welcome back to our Afternoon Express Masterclass. Now, Chef Chart, with all the energy and passion that we know you for, can you let us know what did we cook today?
Oh, well, straight in front of me, you got that wonderful lamb poiki, that one-pot wonder. Shove it all in, cook up a storm, and done. Then we go, well, let's go back to dessert. Let's start with that there, which you love,
My
Patty.
favorite.
Hey, absolutely.
Yeah.
As you said there, you know, it's a play on like an apple crumble in essence, but just having individual apples with that topping on top there. Then that gorgeous bacon, broccoli, pasta bake. And then last but not least, I mean, chocolate decadence all in one.
Love it, looking forward to it. So, South Africa, let's get eating. As you do dish away for me, I'm very excited for this next part because, you know, who doesn't love a little story with supper? For children to fall in love with reading, they need to hear and read stories in languages they understand. Yet South Africa faces a critical lack of children's literature in African languages. And Cadbury Dairy Milk believes that it is these storybooks that motivate and inspire children to learn to read. So in order to help their current hashtag in our own words campaign maintain a fresh supply of fresh African language stories, all you have to do is help translate a word at www.cadbury.co.za to co-author a library of African language storybooks. Today we have the honor of hearing one of these children's storybooks from our viewers as we celebrate the Tsonga words that were translated to use to create this next captivating tale. Welcome to the Loft, Pride.
I'm good, and yourself, Melissa?
I'm so excited to be for you to be joining us here on Afternoon Express as we do enjoy and celebrate all things African languages. But for yourself, Pride, this campaign hits very close to home because I believe you work with children in the early developmental stage and you quite specifically read to them every single day in African languages. So what does this initiative mean to you and what have some of your experiences been?
Firstly, thank you for the opportunity to actually take our language out there to South Africans because we really celebrate it. I've got an early childhood development center. We're based in Atteridgeville in Pretoria. We have kids ranging from 6 months up to 6 years. I think this is very important because I believe if you speak to a child in a language that they understand, then it becomes easy for them to be themselves, to help them to develop their confidence, to be able to understand what is it that you are talking about, and also to be creative, to be free. And then we can introduce other languages at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, so beautifully said, Pride. You're about to narrate a story for us in Tsonga. I mean, what's the story titled? And you can just go ahead and start reading.
It is called Chocolate Yajab. Can I go ahead and read?
I love it. Keep going, girl.
Yes. Jab aralonswa. Arabotala. Arnashibunza. Afamba atlile arkarba maridi. Na chocolate exikhwabeni xa yena. Kambe asungamufuni. Atitwa atsanile. Na chocolate kambe arhava vanghana. Jab akusuhi no tlumbana na nhwana lontsongo. Jab akusuhi no tlumbana na nhwana lontsongo. Ari ku ekurileni. Xana ndzi nga ku pfuna? Jab anakanya nkarhinyana. Xana u nga tsakela chocolate? Nhwana lontsongo a nwayitela. Inkomu. Jab na nhwana lontsongo va khomisana ndlela. Va lave ku fika laha a ku ri na nyimpi. Vafana vambirhi a va ri ekulweni. Jab a anakanya nkarhinyana. Xana mi nga tsakela chocolate? Vafana va tshika ku lwa. Ina. Jab na nhwana lontsongo na vafana lavambirhi va ya emahlweni va famba. Va lave ku fika laha a ku ri na sesi loyi a ri na mbyana. Mbyana yi teriwile hi ku chava loko yi vona Jab na nhwana lontsongo na vafana lavambirhi vo lwa laha yi nga baleka. Swi tekile nkarhi wo leha ku yi khoma. Sesi a jirikile swinene naswona a hlundzukile. Xana u nga tsakela chocolate? Sesi a n'wayitela. Ina, ndza khensa. Jab u mi nyikile xiphemu xa chocolate ya yena xo hetelela. A ri hava chocolate yin'wana ya yena. Kambe se a ri na vanghana. That's the end. That's how we
What an incredibly beautifully read story. Now, girl, as a proud Zulu girl, I want to get to understand different languages. So can you give me a brief summary? What was that story about?
This story is simply about a young dude named Jack who was feeling lonely and didn't have any friends. So he was walking along and he saw a little girl and he had a chocolate bar in his pocket. So this girl was crying and then he offered the chocolate bar and they ate it together. The young girl stopped crying. As they were walking along, they came across two other boys who were fighting. So Jack thought, how can I end this fight? He offered the two boys the chocolate also, and they stopped fighting, and they enjoyed the chocolate together. Then they tagged along, he was just making friends. Then they came across another girl who was having a dog. Apparently this dog, because it saw Jeb and the young girl and the two boys, it was afraid and it decided to run away. So they had to chase the dog, and then when they caught it, the young girl was so angry that they had to chase her dog. And then he also offered his last piece of the chocolate bar, of which the girl enjoyed. So that's how he made friends. So it's simply about, making friendship through a chocolate bar.
I think that's very close to what we're doing here on Afternoon Express with our masterclasses. We're focusing on food and how it's able to bring us all together. Thank you so much, Pride, for joining us and for sharing this beautiful story. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much to our incredible viewer. What a beautiful story. Chart, we already spoke about just the poetic nature and the musicality of being able to enjoy stories in different languages. And this is right up Paddy Monroe's pathway in terms of what you're passionate about.
Yeah, imagine kids growing up and then they get to read storybooks where they in their mother language. I think that's so empowering, and I'm so happy Cadbury is doing this initiative. Make sure you guys get involved. I definitely want to get involved with that, 100%.
Yeah, play your part, South Africa, and translate a word to help ensure that all children can enjoy enchanting African language tales in our own home language, like this beautiful Tsonga story that we just heard. Don't forget to visit www.cadbury.co.za and at Cadbury Dairy Milk SA on Facebook or at Cadbury_SA on Twitter and Instagram, and start sharing your words today.